it's time for our top 10. Coming in at number 10, it's Newmont Mining. Energy shares had the biggest retreat in the S&P. Newmont down more than 3%. Companies whose earnings are most tied to economic swings, they're all taking a hit today. This is after the Fed dampened expectations for more QE3. Don't forget, I'm talking to Jeff Lacker of the Fed tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Tune in, watch it.
That's going to be a good one. I guess they think things are getting better. Meanwhile, Constellation Brands at one point rising to its highest level since December of 2007. Now it's only up about 1%. The world's largest wine company was raised to buy from neutral at Goldman Sachs. Now, Goldman expects at least $300 million in share buybacks this year, and that will be, actually, I should say, buybacks starting in 2013, not this year, however.
Hey, Adam, number 8 is Netflix, the streaming video company, fighting back from its earlier losses. Still down, though, just about 1%, a little less. Stock was downgraded from equal weight to equal weight, I should say, from overweight at Barclays. The target that they have on the shares is now $115.
Wow. Okay, number 7 is B-Sky-B. James Murdoch has resigned as chairman of British satellite broadcaster B-Sky-B. The youngest son of Rupert Murdoch has been under fire. This is, of course, all about that phone hacking scandal at News Corp-owned papers. He says he quit so B-Sky-B wouldn't become a lightning rod for criticism. Murdoch will remain on the company board and as deputy chief operating officer at News Corp.
Meanwhile, Molson Coors seeing a little red today. It is buying Eastern European brewer Starbev for about $3.5 billion. The deal gives the beer company access into Central and Eastern Europe. Molson is buying Starbev from private equity firm CVC Capital Partners.
Number 5 is Research in Motion, the BlackBerry maker falling the most in 2 months. Now down 9% and change. Investors speculating that RIMM's possible bidders are backing off. Last week, RIMM missed estimates and said it is exploring the possibility of licensing its new operating system and making other strategic changes. Also, NXP, Europe's third largest chip maker, accused RIMM of infringing 6 patents used in the BlackBerry Torch, Playbook, Curve, and Bold. So it doesn't seem like anything can go right for this company. Even with the new CEO, Torsten Heinz, he just can't turn it around.
Well, you know what's so painful, Matt? This thing is trading at about 4 times earnings. I mean, you'd say that is so cheap, and yet look what happened with Palm. Yeah, Hewlett finally came in and bought him, but it was like a take under. And Corey Johnson making the point, like, do you really want to own something that might not be relevant in another couple of years,
Only
right?
guys our age remember Palm.
No, that's right. That's because we all use the iPhone or the Android, right? We're too cool for RIMM now.
Definitely.
All right, number 4, it's Urban Outfitters. The retailer is one of the biggest gainers right now in the S&P, now up 1%, 2.3%. There you go. After coming in beating estimates, the stock was also raised to neutral at Citigroup. Urban Outfitters is fighting for a turnaround after profit last year fell to a 4-year low.
Matt was trying to suggest that I shop at Urban Outfitters. I just want, for the record...
Abercrombie & Fitch, right? He shops at Abercrombie & Fitch.
He's trying to get back at me for saying that yesterday I said you shopped at Abercrombie & Fitch. Today you're coming back and saying I go to Urban Outfitters.
I don't know. Whoa.
I'm calling a truce.
I'm guessing Brooks Brothers.
I'm okay with that. I think Matt is too.
Okay with Brooks Brothers?
We both go to Brooks Brothers.
Secretly hot topic.
All right, Cisco, the networking giant, falling today. It's now down about 2%. CEO John Chambers says the current tight environment for government spending will probably, quote, get a little tougher. Yeah, he's usually conservative. It'll get tougher before it gets better. He made comments at Wells Fargo Technology Conference earlier today.
Number 2, Apple rising to an all-time record high again, now up 1% and change. After 2 analysts of the stock could surge to $1,000 a share. Gene Munster at Piper Jaffray was the latest. Brian White at Topeka Capital. Both of them said Apple will continue to make gains in the global market for mobile devices.
Okay, you heard the closing bell. It brings us to our number 1 stock of the day. Drum roll, please. GM, ladies and gentlemen, a mixed bag for U.S. auto sales last month. GM sank today 4.5% after posting vehicle sales that trailed estimates. On the other hand, you had Chrysler and Nissan beating estimates while Toyota matched. Looking at the last 3 months, sales are running at the fastest pace in 4 years in spite of the rise in gasoline prices.